America is lying to you about TikTok. They do not want to ban it to keep you safe. The congressional hearings with the TikTok CEO, Shu Zi-Chu, have been revealing not for any wrongdoing TikTok may or may not have done, but in how desperate America is to push the narrative of fear to support their desire to ban the app and thus clear a pathway for a Western-owned social media platform to dominate within their borders. When I heard they were pushing to force TikTok to sell part of their company to American investors, I was astounded by the audacity. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly why the US is afraid of TikTok, how Congress was swayed to support a ban, what role Meta and Mark Zuckerberg might have played, because there's no such thing as actual freedom in this world as we live, but we can do the best we can. But before that, if you want to support my work, consider becoming an official supporter via the link on my page, where you can also follow my podcast, newsletter, and grab a copy of my graphic novel, The Crusaders, a story about Nigerian siblings going around the world reclaiming stolen African history, one adventure at a time. Pay attention. We are in the middle of a new kind of arms race. It's a race not for the power to kill people, but the power to control them. A race for a new kind of superweapon, a weapon to control the hearts and minds of billions. In the western corner, we have Meta, formerly Facebook, a former champion disgraced by a scandal of data theft and manipulation, a champion plotting a comeback to reclaim the undisputed heavyweight title of civilization. In the eastern corner, we have TikTok, the new kid on the block, a lean, mean fighting machine hungry for success, the people's champ. So what is really going on? Surely the US didn't suddenly grow a conscience and actually start caring about the greater good. TikTok is a Chinese-owned app developed by ByteDance, and the US don't like the fact that China have the most powerful social media platform in America and possibly the world. The US had claimed their push for a ban was because TikTok could steal your data and use it for nefarious endeavors. They didn't ever tell us exactly what those endeavors were, or if they were anything more than info to better market products and videos to users. The very same thing Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube, and Google do. But there we have the true reason for the concern. Those platforms are American-owned and run. The issue isn't the stealing or control of data. The concern is who is stealing, controlling, and selling data? Who is benefiting from it? Who is able to manipulate society? What irks me is how incredibly disingenuous this is, and the fact the general public seem to be oblivious to the hypocrisy. This is Edward Snowden. He is a fugitive because via his work at the NSA, he exposed the US government's ability to spy on you and their possible misuse of your private information. He wasn't praised for keeping us safe from data corruption. He was labeled a traitor and has now become a Russian citizen after spending years in exile as a fugitive of America. Now, some people have said that Zuckerberg is the big winner here if TikTok is banned in the US because Meta will no longer have competition. It is also common knowledge that Zuckerberg via Facebook is a powerful lobbyist whose donations certainly affect US policy. It was disclosed that they spent almost $20 million a few years ago on lobbying, and that is what we know of. Monopolies are the enemy of the consumer. It is competition that keeps prices competitively low, quality up, and the customer a priority as those consumers have options. It also increases the adherence to rules and regulations by companies. No competition means no or few consequences to misdeeds. What is ironic with the accusations leveled against TikTok is that Facebook were the biggest culprits of selling your data and now own Instagram and WhatsApp. So if you use those apps, you are still within their reach. The existence of TikTok is the best thing that's ever happened to social media because of that stranglehold Facebook had with its size and continued acquisition of other platforms. If you don't trust TikTok, do you trust Meta? TikTok has been an incredible tool for Africans to connect with the rest of the world in ways they have never been able to. The fact it is phone-based and video-focused has made the For You page a discovery tool for the average Nigerian or African to reach the world and countries like the US with an exchange of ideas and perspectives impossible to convey that fast and wide prior. If the US ban TikTok, you can be sure the UK will follow, and then other European nations. This is now a political situation. Rarely do you see the Democrats and Republicans in the US unify on anything like they have against TikTok. You should ask yourself why, and be very concerned about what this will mean for your free speech and ability to express yourself. Who would you rather has your data? The country that has waged numerous illegal wars and regime changes in other nations, or the country that you've been told by that country that has waged those wars and killed millions of people in the last few decades that they are not the bad guys? The Chinese with their social media app is.
You must choose, but choose wisely, for as the true Grail will bring you life, the false Grail will take it from you.